Hi, and welcome to the Senior Network. I'm your host, Gregg Fulton. Today we are joined by Steve Gaito. Good to see you again, Steve.
Good to see you too.
And then get this right, Retirement Resource Management.
Exactly.
Tell me what that's all about.
Well, as folks start to go into retirement, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered. And unfortunately, people don't understand all the different components of retirement. Nobody ever trained them how to do it. And so they're going in without a pension now. They've got a 401k and trying to figure out how to manage it.
Sure.
My company really just focuses on taking what they have and seeing how they can get the most out of it.
Gotcha. Steve, I'm assuming you meet with folks one-on-one and Zoom or whatever they want, right?
However they want. You know, in today's world, you have to be flexible.
And we've all changed a lot, and we are flexible, right?
That's the truth.
Well, Steve, tell me, the areas that you serve, I know you're kind of all over, if you will, but mainly here, the Hilton Head area, obviously, right?
Hilton Head's an area, Raleigh, North Carolina, Asheville area. I work primarily in those three areas. And really, I'm different from most other financial planners that are out there. I really focus on retirement. And that's important because income is the name of the game, not assets. And I think that's the big thing. You've got the major companies that are out there that are trying to get you to think, if I've got, $5 million, I'm going to be okay.
Right.
Well, it only takes a 2008 to realize that's not true.
Yeah.
And so creating income streams that you can replicate that will last a lifetime is really where I focus. And that's where I think I can make the biggest difference in people's retirement.
Sure. And a lot of folks, we deal obviously with the senior community.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes they think, well, it's too late to really put this together. It's never too late, right?
Oh, no. If you're looking at what's going on right now in Washington, the $3.5 trillion spending bill, where are they going to pay for that? It's going to be taxes. And guess where the biggest target is? It's in retirement accounts.
Yeah.
And so people need to realize that that's coming down the pike. And they may throw big numbers out there, but all you have to do is look, is it really $400,000? No, it's $225,000 per individual. Is it going to be $10 million worth of assets? Well, that's where they start. But this budget that they've got, the 3.5, they only have 2.9 trillion of it funded. So where's that money going to come from? I think you're going to see some changes where it's going to come down and they're going to say, well, if you've got an IRA that's over 5 million, over 2 million, that's going to be a place that's going to be a target for them. And also for seniors, it's going to be the estate. And so they've already talked about rolling back the estate tax, the amount that you can send to the next generation without taxes. That's going to come back down.
Well, I'm assuming, listen to you talk, you obviously work with a lot of estate attorneys, correct?
I have.
So that means that basically if someone's out there listening right now and they have an interest level and they actually do have an estate plan put together,
right,
then that's a good tool for you guys to start working with, correct?
Absolutely. And a lot of people haven't updated their estate plan. So I was in a conference for, Thursday and Friday where Ed Slott, who's probably the most widely recognized expert on IRAs, was talking about how people that had set up IRA trusts, they just don't work because the Secure Act took away the ability to stretch that payment out over your children's lifetime. And so those types of planning don't work anymore.
Right. I know you're big on education.
Oh, yes.
Tell me about some of the things you've got going.
Oh, we've got some great things coming up. We're going to be here the 12th and 13th at Frankie Bones in Bluffton.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do an event there, have a great meal, share some ideas, share what's going on. And then in November, we're still working out the details, but we're going to try to do a meet and greet, kind of a wine and cheese type thing where people can come ask questions and just socialize, have a good time.
Sure.
I love combining food and education.
Well, as far as the expense side,
yeah,
you charge obviously.
I do.
And is that by an hour or by? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I work two ways, and that's a question I get all the time. I charge by the hour, but the first hour I don't ever charge. I want to make sure it's a good fit, that what I provide works well with what the client really needs. And if it doesn't work, I'll guide you to somebody else that will help you that's going to be a better fit. If it is, then I'm going to look at what you have and give you an idea of what the cost is before we do anything. So it's a no obligation initial meeting. A lot of times I can answer the questions in that single hour and there's no cost to the person. I do that because they'll recommend a friend.
Oh, sure. And that's how you get your word of mouth, correct?
Exactly.
Correct. Steve, if someone wants to find you, how do we find you?
A couple ways. Website's the best way. It's got schedules on there when I'm going to be here in Hilton Head. That's www.retirerm.com.
Okay.
Or they can call my office. The numbers are right there on the website. Easy way to do it.
Steve, great information. Great to see you again.
Look forward to talking to you again in 2 months.
Definitely. Stay with us. More to come here on the Senior Network.